Welcome, intrepid seekers of the unknown, and greetings to those who have returned to delve deeper into the enigmatic realm. Step into the mystic domain of our Cryptic Hunters YouTube page, where curiosity reigns and secrets await. Pull up a stump, dear viewers, for an extraordinary adventure awaits you. Relax, for I shall guide you through the labyrinthine corridors of ancient legends, uncharted territories, and the veiled mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp. Embark upon this captivating journey with me and allow the seductive tales and mind-bending puzzles to transport you to the furthest reaches of your imagination. Embrace the anticipation, for together we shall unravel the tapestry of enigmas that dance in the shadows. Sit back, my friends, and prepare to be mesmerized by the intriguing content that awaits you. Today, around the campfire, I would like to attempt to unravel the mysteries of a lesser-known yet intriguing creature from the rich tapestry of folklore and legends, the Pukwudgie. Often overshadowed by more famous mythological beings, the Pukwudgie has long remained a captivating figure in Native American folklore, particularly among the Wampanoag, Algonquian, and other indigenous tribes of North America. The Pukwudgie, also known as Pukwudgie, possesses a fascinating dual nature, embodying both the mystical and the menacing. Standing around 2 to 3 feet tall, these creatures are often depicted as humanoid figures with a mix of human and animal characteristics. Their appearance is described as either resembling a stout troll-like figure or a small, pointy-eared being akin to a forest sprite. The origins of the Pukwudgie can be traced back to the rich tapestry of Native American folklore, particularly among the Algonquian-speaking tribes of the northeastern United States, including the Wampanoag, Ojibwe, Micmac, Abenaki, and others. These tribes shared similar mythologies and legends, and the Pukwudgie was one of the mythical beings that found its way into their storytelling. The word Pukwudgie is believed to have Algonquian origins, with variations in pronunciation and spelling across different tribes. The precise translation of the term can vary, but it is generally associated with small, mischievous, or tricky spirits that inhabit the forest and wilderness areas. In the context of Native American mythology, the Pukwudgie is considered one of the little people, a category that includes various supernatural beings often associated with the land, nature, and spiritual forces. These little people are diverse in their nature and characteristics, ranging from helpful and friendly to neutral or even malevolent. The Pukwudgie's portrayal as both a guardian and a trickster aligns with this diversity. As protectors of the natural world, Pukwudgies were believed to have a deep understanding of the forests, plants, and animals. They were seen as guardians of sacred sites and locations with special spiritual significance. People respected these places and sought to maintain harmony with the Pukwudgies to receive their blessings and protection. Historically, Native American communities shared stories of the Pukwudgie through oral traditions, passing down the tales from generation to generation. These narratives not only served as entertainment, but also carried valuable cultural and moral lessons. The stories of the Pukwudgie often reinforced the importance of respecting nature, adhering to tribal customs, and avoiding arrogance or disrespect toward the spiritual world. Additionally, the Pukwudgie's origins can be viewed in the context of animism, an ancient belief system that attributes spiritual essence to all living and non-living entities. In animistic worldviews, forests, rivers, mountains, and even rocks are imbued with spirits or essences, each with its own unique characteristics and significance. The Pukwudgie, as a spirit of the wilderness, embodies this animistic understanding of the interconnectedness between humans and the natural world. Over time, as European settlers arrived in North America, their encounters with indigenous cultures led to the exchange of beliefs and ideas. While some aspects of Native American folklore were respected and appreciated by the settlers, others were misunderstood or distorted. As a result, some elements of Pukwudgie stories might have been adapted or incorporated into the broader American folklore. Pukwudgies are believed to be the guardians of the forest, harboring an intimate knowledge of its secrets and mystical energies. These woodland spirits were once revered as benevolent protectors, their presence a symbol of harmony between man and nature. Yet, this duality is where the tale takes a turn. Just as light casts its shadow, the Pukwudgie's role is not limited to benevolence. Legends also paint them as mischievous and sometimes malevolent beings, capable of inflicting harm on humans who intrude upon their sacred territories or show disrespect to nature. Some stories tell of Pukwudgies leading lost travelers astray, while others describe them as shapeshifters or tricksters, causing confusion and chaos. One of the most famous Pukwudgie tales originates from the Wampanoag tribe and tells the story of Maushop, a giant deity revered for creating the islands of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. In this legend, the Pukwudgies, jealous of Maushop's power, conspired against him, causing him great suffering and driving him into a rage. Maushop's tumultuous actions supposedly formed the landscape, shaping the land's contours and creating the rich topography we see today. Interestingly, Pukwudgies have also made their way into contemporary culture and literature, finding their place among modern myths. The famous American author H.P. Lovecraft, known for his macabre tales, included the Pukwudgie in his work The Whisperer in Darkness. In this story, the creatures were portrayed as mysterious beings from outer space, intertwined with elements of horror and science fiction. As we examine the enduring fascination with Pukwudgies, we find that these beings embody humanity's age-old relationship with nature. The Native American perspective of Pukwudgies reflects their profound respect and understanding of the natural world, one that modern society often overlooks. The Pukwudgie serves as a reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain with the environment, acknowledging its magnificence and our interconnectedness with it. The fascination with the supernatural and mythical creatures endured in American culture, and as mentioned earlier, authors like H.P. Lovecraft drew inspiration from these legends, further perpetuating their presence in modern literature and media. Despite the passage of time, the Pukwudgie remains a symbol of the enduring connection between indigenous cultures and the natural world. Today, many Native American tribes continue to share and preserve these stories, emphasizing the importance of environmental stewardship and cultural heritage. The Pukwudgie's historical beginnings continue to remind us of the profound wisdom embedded in indigenous traditions and the need to cherish and protect our environment for future generations. Today, as we face environmental challenges and the consequences of neglecting our natural surroundings, the Pukwudgie's legacy implores us to rediscover our reverence for the earth. Let us recognize the significance of preserving and nurturing the ecosystems that sustain us. By doing so, we honor the spirit of the Pukwudgie, embracing their once benevolent nature, and striving to harmonize with the environment as responsible stewards of the land. Furthermore, the Pukwudgie reminds us of the importance of cultural preservation and respect for indigenous traditions. The richness of Native American folklore, including the tales of these mystical beings, reflects the depth of their wisdom, understanding, and interconnectedness with nature, a wisdom we would be remiss to overlook. In conclusion, the Pukwudgie stands as a testament to the intricate relationship between humanity and nature, cautioning against hubris and demanding respect for the mysteries of the wild. They are more than just figures of legend. They are the embodiment of our connection to the earth and the wisdom of indigenous cultures. Let us embrace the legacy of the Pukwudgie, weaving their stories into our collective consciousness, and renew our commitment to protect and preserve the natural wonders that surround us. The following stories were told around the campfire. They could be true, or they could be total fabrication. Again, we leave this decision up to you. If you or anyone you know has tales of the Pukwudgie, please contact us by email. If you have a cryptid you would like to hear about, please let us know as well. We will add it to our viewers' special requests and feature it as soon as we can. Pukwudgie Encounter 1. As twilight descended upon the dense forest, I found myself wandering along a secluded trail, drawn by the allure of ancient trees and the whispers of forgotten stories. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures added an eerie serenade to the enveloping darkness. As I ventured deeper into the wilderness, I felt an inexplicable sense of both excitement and apprehension. Stories of the Pukwudgie had always fascinated me, and my curiosity had finally led me to this very spot, the rumored dwelling place of these enigmatic beings. As I navigated the narrow path, my footsteps were softened by a thick carpet of leaves that had fallen over countless seasons. Every rustling sound seemed to magnify in the silence, heightening my awareness of the unseen inhabitants of the forest. Just as the night fully embraced the woodland, I heard a faint sound, akin to a distant giggle. My heart skipped a beat, and I tried to attribute it to my imagination, but the eerie laughter persisted, drawing nearer and growing more distinct with each passing moment. My rational mind attempted to dismiss it as a mere woodland creature, but an inexplicable instinct kept me rooted to the spot. In the shadows ahead, 2 pinpricks of light appeared, like glowing embers, casting an otherworldly glow in the darkness. As my eyes adjusted, I made out the silhouette of a small figure no taller than 3 feet, darting behind a tree. My heart pounded as I cautiously approached the source of the laughter. Suddenly, a tiny humanoid figure emerged from behind the tree. Its pointy ears twitched and its eyes sparkled with an intelligence that seemed to transcend the mundane. My eyes widened with astonishment. It was a Pukwudgie. The creature regarded me with an enigmatic expression, a mix of curiosity and suspicion. I remembered the tales. How Pukwudgies could be capricious, benevolent one moment and mischievous the next. Unsure of how to proceed, I cautiously offered a small, respectful nod, hoping to convey my peaceful intentions. For a moment, the Pukwudgie maintained its distance, but its curiosity seemed to overpower any reservations it had. Slowly, it drew closer, its nimble movements reminiscent of a forest creature at ease in its habitat. It cocked its head, studying me as if trying to discern my true nature. With a soft, melodic voice that seemed to resonate with the sounds of the forest, the Pukwudgie spoke. Though I could not comprehend the words, I sensed an underlying sense of purpose and ancient wisdom in its speech. Feeling an inexplicable connection to this magical being, I carefully reached into my bag and retrieved an offering, a small, handcrafted trinket made of feathers and beads. I extended it to the Pukwudgie, hoping it would understand my gesture of goodwill. The creature's eyes twinkled with delight as it accepted the offering, clutching the trinket in its tiny hands. A sense of tranquility washed over me, and I realized that this encounter transcended language and culture. It was a meeting of spirits, a bridge between worlds. As the night wore on, the Pukwudgie allowed me to accompany it on its nocturnal wanderings through the forest. We communicated through shared experiences, a silent understanding that spanned the gap between our disparate realities. At daybreak, the Pukwudgie led me back to the trailhead, where we bid farewell with a profound sense of gratitude and kinship. As I watched it vanish into the dappled sunlight, I knew that this extraordinary encounter would forever remain etched in my heart. An experience that defied explanation, a story that only a privileged few would believe, and a testament to the enduring magic of the natural world and its mystical inhabitants, the Pukwudgie. Pukwudgie Encounter 2. As a seasoned adventurer and folklore enthusiast, I'd heard numerous tales of the elusive Pukwudgie, but never did I imagine I would find myself face to face with one. It was a crisp autumn morning, and I had embarked on a solo trek through the ancient woods that bordered the small town I was visiting. As I ventured deeper into the forest, the sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting intricate patterns on the forest floor. The air was alive with the earthy scent of fallen leaves, and the soft crunch of foliage under my boots accompanied my every step. In the distance, I caught sight of a peculiar movement, a fleeting shadow darting between the trees. My heart quickened with excitement as I remembered the tales of the Pukwudgie's nimble ways. Eager to unravel the mystery, I quickened my pace, determined to get closer to the source of my intrigue. As I moved forward, the woodland grew denser, and the atmosphere seemed to hum with an ancient energy. I felt as though I had stepped into another realm, one where the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary was tantalizingly thin. Finally, I emerged into a small clearing, bathed in a soft golden light that filtered through the canopy. To my astonishment, there stood a Pukwudgie, its form silhouetted against the sunlight. The creature's eyes, like shimmering pools of mystery, locked onto mine, and I sensed a mixture of curiosity and caution in its gaze. Frozen with wonder, I slowly extended my hand in a gesture of friendship, hoping to convey my goodwill. The Pukwudgie tilted its head, seemingly studying me before taking a cautious step forward. I could hardly believe the reality of the moment, a mythical being steeped in centuries of legend and folklore, standing before me in all its enchanting glory. The encounter transcended words and reason, and an unspoken connection seemed to form between us, bridging the gap between our different worlds. With each passing moment, the Pukwudgie grew bolder, venturing closer until it was within arm's reach. It appeared to be carrying something, a small bundle of leaves and twigs, held protectively against its chest. In that surreal moment, I understood that this humble offering was Pukwudgie's way of acknowledging our meeting. I, too, felt compelled to reciprocate this extraordinary gesture. From my bag, I retrieved a small polished stone, a token of my own appreciation for the encounter. Gently, I presented the stone to the Pukwudgie, and to my delight, it accepted the gift with a nod of gratitude. Our silent communication spoke volumes, and I sensed an unspoken understanding between us, the acknowledgement of the bond forged through this magical encounter. As the day wore on, the Pukwudgie guided me through the forest, showing me hidden alcoves and mystical sights known only to those with an intimate connection to the land. The forest came alive with whispers of times long past, and I felt as though I had stepped into the realm of ancient spirits and nature's guardians. When the sun began its descent on the horizon, I knew our time together was coming to a close. The Pukwudgie led me back to the edge of the forest, where we exchanged a final meaningful glance, a farewell that needed no words. As I emerged from the woods, I felt a mix of awe, reverence, and gratitude for the rare encounter with the Pukwudgie, a being of folklore and myth that had become a tangible presence in my life. The memory of that extraordinary day would forever remain etched in my heart, a reminder of the profound beauty and magic that still resides within the unexplored corners of our world, waiting for those willing to venture into the realms of enchantment and wonder. Encounter 3. Under the cloak of a moonless night, I found myself alone in the heart of an ancient forest. An inky darkness that swallowed all light and sound. The stillness was suffocating, and an eerie chill crept up my spine, sending shivers through every nerve. Tonight, my curiosity had led me deeper into the woods than ever before, drawn by the allure of uncovering the secrets of the elusive Pukwudgie. As I ventured further into the heart of darkness, the atmosphere seemed to shift as if the very trees themselves were whispering of the malevolent forces lurking in their midst. The forest seemed to come alive with unseen eyes watching my every move, and the unsettling sensation of being observed sent a wave of unease through my soul. Crackling branches and rustling leaves echoed all around, their source eluding my senses. The once familiar path now seemed alien and foreboding, twisting and turning with a deliberate intention to disorient any intruders. Suddenly, a chilling laugh echoed through the night, a haunting sound that carried a sinister tone that sent a shudder through my body. My heart pounded in my chest, and I instinctively knew that this was no ordinary creature I was dealing with. The Pukwudgie had taken notice of my presence and made its dark intentions known. A flicker of movement caught my eye, and there it was. A small, shadowy figure darting between the trees with malevolent grace. Its glowing eyes gleamed like red-hot coals, casting an ominous glow on its sinister form. My breath caught in my throat as I realized that this was not the friendly Pukwudgie of folklore, but something far more menacing. Fear and adrenaline surged through my veins, urging me to flee, but an inexplicable fascination held me in place. As I stood frozen, the forest seemed to close in around me, its secrets and dangers closing ranks in an impenetrable barrier. The dark presence drew closer, and I could feel its malevolence like a physical weight pressing down upon me. In a chilling whisper that echoed through the trees, the Pukwudgie spoke, a voice filled with malice and ancient malevolence. It warned me to leave, to retreat from its domain, or face the dire consequences of my trespass. A sinister grin crept across its face, sending a shiver down my spine. Summoning every ounce of courage I could muster, I attempted to retreat, but the forest seemed to conspire against my escape. The once familiar trail now twisted and turned, leading me deeper into the heart of darkness, away from the safety of civilization. My heart pounded, and panic threatened to overwhelm me. Each step felt like a descent into a nightmarish abyss, and the malevolent laughter of the Pukwudgie seemed to grow louder, closing in on me from all sides. As I stumbled through the oppressive darkness, shadows seemed to coalesce into twisted shapes, dancing in macabre delight. My mind played tricks on me, conjuring illusions that blurred the line between reality and terror. With each passing moment, the Pukwudgie's dark presence seemed to grow stronger, its malevolence taking on a tangible form. The forest itself seemed to become an extension of its sinister will, thwarting any attempt to escape its grasp. Just when I felt that all hope was lost, a burst of desperate determination surged within me. With one final, desperate effort, I broke through the thicket of twisted branches and stumbled into a moonlit clearing. The oppressive darkness seemed to recede, and the sinister laughter faded into the distance. I knew I had escaped the clutches of the malevolent Pukwudgie, but the memory of that terrifying encounter would haunt me for the rest of my days. As I emerged from the forest, I felt a mix of relief and dread. The Pukwudgie was not the benevolent woodland spirit of folklore. It was a malevolent force, a darkness that thrived in the shadows, waiting to ensnare unsuspecting souls. That night, I learned a valuable lesson, that not all encounters with the supernatural are benevolent, and some mysteries are best left unsolved. The Pukwudgie, in its malevolent form, remains a dark and ominous presence in the depths of the ancient forest, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lie hidden within the shadows. As our time together draws to a close, fellow seekers, we extend our deepest gratitude for joining us on this captivating expedition into the realms of the cryptic. We hope these tales and puzzles have ignited a flame of curiosity within your very being, leaving you yearning for more. Remember, the enigmatic path never truly ends, as there are always new secrets waiting to be unraveled. So until our paths intertwine once again, may your days be filled with a sense of wonder and adventure. Also, please subscribe, like, and follow if you have enjoyed this content. Farewell for now, dear viewers, and may your journeys through the cryptic cosmos be forever filled with awe-inspiring discoveries. Safe travels, and may the enigma forever be at your side.